And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and let's talk about the new playoff round one moments cards in NBA 2K22 My Team. Do you guys like my little YouTuber intro voice? I've been working on it. It doesn't sound as much like a burnout, right? It's good. Anyways, we got our new series of 8 cards, and to be completely honest, I'm a little bit bummed out on the cards that are in the set. It's free cards are free cards, so you know what? It is what it is. And the challenges aren't ridiculously hard, they're just very time consuming. So, you know, it could be worse. But we got 8 total cards, 4 opals, 4 dark matters. We'll take a look at the challenges at the end of this video. I'm just going to look at the cards individually. So we got Duncan Robinson, who for some reason being, I wouldn't say as talented as Tyler Hero, but just as white, gets way less fanfare. Duncan Robinson's good though. Like he's got the Gary Payton release on just quick, which is fine. Like it is what it is. He's got shifty dribble style. They pretty much give every card Scottie Pippen behind the back at this point. So it's not surprising that he has that, but he can move better than you would expect. 88 speed doesn't tell the whole story. He's 6'7", so he actually looks like he moves a little bit faster. I didn't realize he was from Michigan, but that just makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Badge wise, a little bit disappointing. I'll be honest. Essentially, they just kind of gave him more shooting badges over his amethyst. Like that's really the only difference here is they just gave him a bunch of shooting badges, and I think they gave him ankle braces or something on Hoff for defense, off ball pass. Which makes sense. It's a very white guy badge to have. Altogether, I mean, is he going to crack anyone's starting lineup? I mean, maybe some people's all Heat team, maybe like perhaps an all white guy lineup, but that's about it. I mean, he's good. He's good enough. As far as badges you would want to give him, I mean, giving him like quick chain and hyperdrive and stuff would be beneficial, I think. But other than that, he's pretty well rounded right off the bat. He doesn't need too much. Space Creator, I think, is the one badge that I would totally give him, though. Like, absolutely. Aside from like Menace, you know, he's good. He's just kind of slow. He's fine, though. For free card, he's good. Oh, Grayson Allen, dude. Look at this little weasel, man. I hate Grayson Allen, dude. Grayson Allen definitely radiates 30 a G energy. No question. Like, if anybody paid 30 a gram for mid-tier Dank Nug, it was absolutely Grayson Allen. It's either that or my man was like one of those rich kids that had all the fire all the time. It really just kind of depends. It's hard to tell. His name is Grayson, so I don't really know. Grayson is a real terrible name, to be honest. I feel like most people know it, if not directly know a Grayson, they know like a girl who used to waitress at a bar that got pregnant in 2012 and named their kid Grayson for sure. There's at least one of those in every town, no question. Grayson Allen's all right. I mean, he's got jump shot 4 on very quick, which is a very solid release. It's the same as Devin Booker and Danny Manning, but it's just not right on Danny Manning. Dribble moves, obviously fine. 90 driving dunk, which is despicable. I hate it. It pains me to say this, but he's actually pretty good. If he could play the point guard, I think he would actually be very useful, but he can't play the point guard. Now, unfortunately, he's going to be starting at the 2 guard on my all Bucks team, which makes me very, very sad that I had to say that sentence out loud. And he probably starts on the all Duke team as well that I'm creating, which is about as terrible and unfulfilling as it sounds. Now, that being said, he's got Hoff Limitless Takeoff and Posterizer. He does boom. Like, that's surprising. He's got Hoff Chef, Hot Limitless. Like, the only thing he has gold are Green Machine and Hot Zone Hunter. He doesn't have Clutch Shooter. Take that, Grayson Allen. Other than that, I mean, he's relatively good. Just like Duncan Robinson. At this point, there's not a whole lot you can do badge-wise to cards. That's why badges go for essentially nothing. It's just like the only thing you can really do is beef up his strength and interior defense. But even then, when Cassie Russell exists that you can get for like 20K, it's really hard to say you should use Grayson Allen. But if you're a Grayson Allen fan, I mean, sure. Tyrese Maxey, the beginning of the year darling. Everyone remembers his moments card. Top tier budget option at the beginning of the season. Well, year, not season. Beginning of the NBA season. Anyways, Maxey's good. Jump shot 84. Really solid. I like it on Maxey more so than I like it on Evan Mobley. I really like it on Furkan Korkmaz, dude. I don't know why, man. Quick dribble style. He's pretty much got perfect dribble sigs. He's good. He plays competent level defense. He doesn't have the best shooting badges in regards to Hoff, but more than usable. If you want to relive the glory days of like November, then Tyrese Maxey would be it. I believe, yeah, November. So, I mean, he's a good card for sure. If you want to run him, do so. Desmond Bane, 6'5", 6'4". I just am really disappointed that there's no big men. It's just all guards, man. Which I get it. Guards had big series in the first round, but man, you couldn't have given us like a Bobby Portis instead of Grayson Allen. You couldn't have given us Jaren Jackson Jr. Just something like a big man. Doesn't matter who it was and how well they did. It doesn't matter. Just somebody, dude. Desmond Bane's all right though. I mean, jump shot 83, which is the same release as Herbert Jones, who Herbert Jones is relatively good on his own. So, you know, he's obviously got it's. I don't even like talking about the dribble sigs for the most part because most of them have the same dribble sigs. Like, you know what I mean? Typically, they probably have like, you know, either Trey or Scottie Pippen behind the back. Sometimes you'll see a Kyrie or a Wiggins in there, but for the most part, it's those two. But it's just normal escape's not good. You're not dribble godding with Desmond Bane though. He's a 3-and-D card. He does that very well. I mean, he's got pretty much everything you'd really want him to have, aside from maybe like brick wall and rim protector. But realistically, he's good. Just like Duncan Robinson. I mean, he's just a 3-and-D stopper. If that's what you're looking for, cool. I mean, he's good. Jordan Poole. This will be like for sure the sweat lord like free card on the no money spent squads for sure. And I mean, I see why though. Ben McLemore release is elite. All right, I'll stand firm on this fact. Nothing about Ben McLemore has ever been called elite, aside from LeBron thinking he was like the most talented player in the draft, but whatever. Great players rarely make good GMs, okay? That's facts. Look at MJ. Poole's good. Poole and Maxey were kind of like back and forth for like the best budget card at the beginning of the year, and I think Poole was better offensively. And this card's actually really good. He's like a top tier free point guard. I mean, obviously he's with guys like Ben Simmons existing right now. It's not like he's like a top 5 point guard in the game, but I'd say he's top 10, top 15, probably top 15 for sure. Yeah. I mean, especially for being free. Yeah, he's absolutely worth it. He's a super fun card to use. Mikal Bridges. This is the only card I'm like legitimately excited about. Like anybody who watched my channel earlier this year, like you already know what's up. Mikal Bridges was my boy when he came out back in November. I can't believe Flash 4 was all the way back in November. That's crazy. Yeah, this was my dude. And this card looks to be basically the same. Like just an updated version. He's fast. He can handle the ball. He's got a great stable of badges. You know, they gave him corner specialist, limitless. He is the perfect 3-and-D card. You can make an argument over him or Herbert Jones as far as like which one you would run with a free lineup, but I personally think Mikal Bridges would be the way to go. He's got some of the best defensive animations in the game, and this one has interesting. They gave him pro behind the back. That sucks. Why'd you do my boy like that? What? I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world like Derek Anderson has. I don't mind it too much. I don't need him to have Scottie Pippen, but they could have at least given him like Kyrie or Trey. That's rude. Very rude with pro size up as well. Either way, I mean, he's playing elite level defense and knocking down threes and occasionally getting dunks on fast break. That's kind of what you're looking for this card. So, I mean, it's not really the end of the world that he doesn't have the most meta dribble sigs, but Mikal Bridges has fantastic defensive animations. That's all you need to know. Marcus Smart. I know everyone's excited about this. Jump shot 66, really good jumper. Is it good, or did we all just use Marcus Smart forever? It's really hard to tell, honestly. I mean, Marcus Smart's Marcus Smart. He can handle the ball a little bit better. He's got better shooting badges. This card's going to be a really fun point guard that a lot of people are going to use. He's going to be a lockdown defender. I mean, he's just better Sidney Moncrief, basically, is what's happening. Like, and I said that about Sidney Moncrief, too. I said Sidney Moncrief was just better Marcus Smart. Now it's flipped. Now Marcus Smart is just better Sidney Moncrief, dude. And then Jalen Brunson, who I didn't even know had the little baby braids. That's pretty tight. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, dude. Did he go to Duke? No, he went to Villanova. Okay. I don't know. Jalen Brunson sounds like a Duke player. I'm sorry to say it, but Duke and Villanova really at this point are not that far off as far as like what kind of players go there. Brunson's all right, I guess. I mean, yeah, he's got Kobe size up along with like 9 million other cards, which like I don't really care, to be honest. It's not as imperative to learn these size ups and escapes and stuff like that on current gen as it is on next gen. So if you're looking for like in-depth breakdowns on what they do, 2K Labs would be a very good place to start, but also somebody who plays predominantly next gen will be able to break those down a little bit better. Look, I admit when I'm not the right person for the job, and your boy is not the right person for the job. I'm sorry. He's got the uber athletic tomahawks off one, which I actually think this is fine. Yeah, this one's good actually. And then everything else, that's it. He just has that one. That's it. Only a 70 driving dunk, which is fine though. There's cards with a 70 driving dunk that I dunk with. Tyrone Lue being a good example of that. He does have Hoff Chef, Hoff Limitless, like. He's a little bit small at 6'1", obviously, but he's fun. And honestly, the one thing I will say is this is a really good card to have in your collection because the point guard position for the Mavericks is pretty horrendous outside of like Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. So, having Jalen Brunson on deck is going to be helpful if we do have to do spotlight sims, which I just don't know if we're going to ever have to do the traditional spotlight sims that we were first introduced to ever again, which might not be the worst thing in the world. As somebody who collects cards, though, like, I like it, but I can understand why people don't. Jalen Brunson's cool, though. I cannot believe this man is going off the way that he is in the playoffs. If you would have told me this was going to happen at the beginning of the season, I would have said no way. If you were to tell me that this were to happen 5 weeks ago, I would have told you that you were insane. Anyways, let's go look at the challenges. Look, just pretty much like everything that 2K has done this year, the challenges are not expensive. They're just time consuming, which has pretty much been 2K's entire model this entire year. They're like, look, last year they complained that things were too hard, so let's just make them take a really long time instead. Which I can't even hark on them for because every card collecting mode does that. Now, these, like I said, these challenges are fine. I do like the ones we have to use 3 players from a certain team and win a triple threat game. Those are my actual favorite. I just generally enjoy playing triple threat with random dudes, so it's all good. Certain cards are really expensive due to this, though. A prime example would be Precious Achua. Shout out to Precious. Also, shout out to the movie Precious. I'm not going to lie. I know I shouldn't have laughed, but when Monique throws the pan, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's uncomfortable laughter or regular laughter, but it made me laugh every single time. I probably shouldn't be saying that. Anyways, gold Precious Achua is 18,000. Crazy. That's so much MT. This one is 50,000 for Pink Diamond Precious Achua. This card was 5,000 MT at one time, and a really excellent budget option. I believe he featured prominently on a bunch of my best budget cards in the game list. So if you have them, sell them for 15K while you have a chance. All Ja Morants are expensive as well. Emerald current series Ja Morant is 9,000 MT. Like, it's 10 assists in a game and 2 points in the paint for Ja Morant is the challenge. Crazy. I'm going to go ahead and sell Ja Morant because I do have Pink Diamond Ja anyway, so I don't really need this one. Like, regardless, I'll take 9,000 MT. I will. I got to get back up to 1.8. I forgot what I spent MT on. I spent MT on something stupid. Oh, yeah, Jason White Chocolate Williams. Yep, that's what it was. That's not stupid. I needed the XP and the Hoff badge. I regret nothing. Heat Check Jaws up there too. Yeah, that's a nice 7.9K. Absolutely, I will take that. And look, I understand why people are paying these outrageous prices for these cards, because when you think about it, like, here's how people's mind works when these challenges occur, right? When there's 4 Dark Matters up, people are going to rationalize it and be like, oh, I can spend 100K or I can spend 30K on a single card because I'm getting 4 Dark Matters, so it doesn't matter. If I were to go buy 4 Dark Matters in the market, that could cost anywhere between like 500K and 6 million, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how people look at it. The same way it goes with token rewards as well. But a lot of these cards are just way too expensive at this point. Jokic cards are very expensive. Chris Paul cards are very expensive. I clicked the Clippers again. I just always do that, even though he hasn't been on the Clippers in like 3 seasons. Oh man, he would have been so good on the Bucks. I really wish he would have went there. That would have been so cool. But I also kind of hate Chris Paul too. I'm really torn. His legacy is torn. Yeah, I mean, Chris Paul's expensive. You have to get a double-double with him, so it wouldn't be that, long. But this one's 10,000. Just grab the dynamic ratings one. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. I promise those 2 additional Hoff badges really aren't going to do anything. Just play rookie dom. Just rookie dom it, okay? You can do all these. Score 41 points with a Mavericks point guard in the game. Hopefully you have Derek Harper or Jason Kidd. I haven't tested it yet. I'm pretty sure you can use Emerald Luka, but I have to verify because he's a shooting guard first. I don't think it matters, but sometimes it does with 2K. I've had players that do that, so something to think about. If not, yeah, if you have Derek Harper, you'll be fine. I mean, he's not really that good, but you can dump 41 points with Derek Harper in a rookie dom game. Brandon Ingram. Wow, this one is expensive. You should just grab the dynamic ratings one again. I'm going to sell mine for 10K while I can, though. I'll never use this card again. I kind of forgot I still had him, honestly. I feel like there was a reason I had this card. I was doing something with it. I feel like I'm betraying Brandon Ingram. I'm really bummed out. We better get another shooting guard eligible Brandon Ingram ASAP. That's my boy. Siakam, yeah, I mean, whatever Siakam you can get a hold of. Hopefully you have clutch time one. Jokic is going to be a tough one for sure. The All-Star Jokic was really cheap not too long ago, but I think that time has passed. Go with the dynamic ratings one. Doncic double-double's easy. Clay Steals is going to be the most annoying one. Same with Will Barton. I got to try to do Will Barton steals to get my boy Vinny. Which first off, did they pre-plan Vinny? Or did they add Vinny at the last minute because of the meme stuff? That's what I want to know. 2K is usually pretty good. It wouldn't take them very much to just slap a card together. For the Jimmy Butler challenge, I highly recommend grabbing this one. He is about the same price as all the other ones. And honestly, you can mismatch against another power forward, and he can dump points on another power forward. Just make sure to target a squad that has a weak power forward, and you'll be fine. Or you can do one of the 60-point triple threat challenges and be just fine. This Jimmy Butler's about the same price. You might as well grab the out of position one, honestly, unless you find a badged up pink diamond one, then that's cool, I guess. But like I said, it's not as bad as the Tatum challenges. They're not forcing us to play online, which I like quite a bit. And we're starting to see what we're going to get with the new ones. 31 points with Jordan Poole, 24 points with Giannis, which you can just use gold Giannis. It doesn't really matter. Gold Giannis will get buckets. He will. So, I don't know. I think what they've done with these challenges is a W. I may complain about them being too long and there being too many of them, but I would rather they would be long like this than forcing me to go play unlimited. You know what I mean? So, beggars can't be choosers. I'm cool with it, though. It's fine. It is what it is. I'm excited to see what we're going to get in the second round. I mean, obviously, we have a pretty small player pool to choose from. And we're not going to see a Giannis no matter how good he does. So just kind of get that in your head. So peace out. Have a good night. I appreciate all you guys. Talking to myself.